Good morning, everybody. 6:44, and I got a round of deliveries we're doing today, so I've got some information I'm going to pass by your side. But before I do it, I just wanted to mention what a beautiful morning it was. When I got up around 5 o'clock, I made some coffee and headed outside, and it was struck right away with what seemed like a full moon. It was so bright against this blue sky. The sun still had not risen above the mountains, but it was daylight outside, and it was beautiful. And as I'm walking, in the parking lot towards the store to have my coffee, I noticed these birds, and they were on the ground, and they were really unbothered by my presence. It was interesting because they didn't scatter as I got close to them. And I continued over to the store, and I was on the path of the store, and this little tiny little baby rabbit, like so small it could fit in my hand. It easily fit in my hand, so tiny. And also unbothered, and just sitting there looking at me. And when I went to sit on the steps, he finally went somewhere. I didn't see it go. But so beautiful. And it was just so quiet, so peaceful. And I was sitting on the steps and just remarking to myself the date, September 9th, 2025, and exactly a year ago today, my best friend decided that she didn't want to be in my life anymore, and I haven't heard from her since September 9th, 2024. And she just ghosted me. And I haven't heard from her since, despite so many attempts to communicate with her. It was a really tough year. A lot of you were with me for this whole time. I posted so many videos. It's highlighting my attempts at healing and working out my feelings. And it was a tough year. That morning of September 9th, 2024, I had so much work on here for the store, for commercial accounts, it's just swamped with work. And when my friend left, she also left me with all this work, this unbelievable amount of work, which took me over a month to catch up. It was really, really tough. And just dealing with that, with work, with losing someone that meant the world to me, having to raise my daughter by myself, and just the uncertainty of life, and then the healing process and everything that entailed there. It was a dramatic year and filled with so many challenges that I just never saw coming at all. So many of the different elements involved with that healing process that I never saw coming. It was totally new concepts to me. I learned so much about myself and so much about other people. And what a year. And today, what an interesting comparison. And a year later, I look at the landscape, and there's just been so much changes. again, though, this year. So weird, right? So yeah, I lost my good friend and partner in business. And if you recall, last year I had to get help in here, and it took a while to find somebody that could do it the right way. But I did find someone. It's worked out really well. And strangely enough, like a few days ago, she decided she wanted to move on to different surroundings, and so she's gone. And just like that, I find myself again with just myself here. And this is like directly a year later. Strange parallels, right? But it's different this time, you know. It's like her leaving was I guess tempered with communication. You know, she explained her reasoning, and I got a chance to respond, and there was a back and forth, and things happened the way they're supposed to. She didn't just disappear into the thin air. And that was nice. You know, it was nice because, endings are not always something you can avoid, but the way they are done can really make a big difference. And there's some real differences, though, between where I stand today and where I stood then in 2024. In 2024, listen to this. We had this huge order in 2024 that needed to get out by this customer of ours that we have. They order a lot of honey, and I mean a lot. And it took me, a couple of weeks to complete that order by myself last year. And strangely enough, this year, again, their order falls at the exact same time, but it was done. And with the help of Megan, we were able to get that order done and ready to go. And it's on a pallet, 2 pallets actually, ready for pickup. And this morning, I have deliveries to do, and they're ready to go, also thanks to Megan. And some new ones came in yesterday, and Melody helped me with those. And I did all the online orders last night. And so we're just all caught up, and I'm ready to load up the truck and get on out of here, which I'll be going over some of these deliveries that I'll be making today. Reminder that we'll be closed today, but open again tomorrow. And so I'm starting September 9th, 2025 in such a different place, ready for whatever's next. And what a difference between last year. Last year, starting the same date, September 9th, I was completely overtaken with grief and surprised, swamped with work, and I had no idea what tomorrow would bring. And today, lots of changes, but it's different this time. This time I'm empowered, I'm ready. Even though things aren't exactly the best they could be, I am still optimistic, I'm still excited, and I'm ready to go. And I'm standing outside, I'm just looking at everything and all the changes that happened, I had, took weeks, but I got the perimeter and the interior of the perimeter of the area here cleared from debris, and it's nice and clean. That's a big change that I really wanted to do, and I got it done last year, or during the course of this year. My house, spick and span, and just enjoying it. Melody and I both, just finally we have the house the way we want. And everything just is fitting into place and in such a better position than I was last year at the same time. And I tell this story because, I know a lot of people are going through big changes. And when you hit these moments in time with your life that throw you into a tailspin, it's so easy to think that, it's over and that it's over. And it could really feel that way. And what I've seen is that it's not true. It's painful. Yes, it can be painful. But there are new beginnings, and there is strength, there is recovery, there is healing. And you can recover and you can heal and still feel pain and still be hurting. But I think, it was important to recognize that, you've got to stand up. And at some point, and dust off those pants. You got to wipe that dirt away, and you've got to continue. I went on a physical fitness journey. I stayed true to that. That also, my health improved amazingly this year. And you could do it. You can stand in the face of adversity and say, I won't give in. Yeah, it's going to be hard. It'll be tough. Days where you feel like you haven't made progress, but a year later, you look back and you see all the progress that was made. And there's all the evidence that you need. You can't deny that. And things might not be the way you want, but you didn't give up. You reached down in there somewhere and you said, no, I'm not going to give up. I'm not laying down. I'll rebuild. I will grow stronger. I'll understand myself better. And I won't give up. I'll never give up. And I hope that this year, and I know, I don't even have to hope, I already know, I've already heard from so many of you that my story has helped you, and I'm so glad, because even if it was just one person, and it was way more than one, but even if it was just one, it's worth it. So many of us, we say we want to help people in our life, we want to be there for somebody that, I've heard that a lot. You've asked people, hey, what do you want out of life? And you're like, I just want to help people. And I think a lot of times, we think helping people is just, helping them move or helping them do something. But sometimes it's sharing your story, sometimes it's just sharing your troubles and your efforts to recover, like I did with those 80 something videos that I posted throughout the year. Other people going through hard times and needing encouragement, needing to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It might not be everything you want, but it's a fresh start, a new beginning, and it can be had. That doesn't mean you're not going to take losses, but you keep going. You don't stop. It's been a very transformative year. I wanted to thank everybody that has been here, or all the people that have emailed me and messaged me with support. You have no idea what that has meant to me. And I want to thank you for that again. And while I had no idea it would take this long to recover and heal from this, it really has taken every bit of a year to get to where I am today. And I'm thankful that I'm here. I'm standing, and we're all standing together. Thank you for that. And I wish everybody the best. And anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. And to go over our deliveries for today. So we're going to start with Campbell. We're going to be at the Campbell Ace Hardware. I don't know if you know where that one is, but it's like Mark's Ace Hardware. And they're getting some Wildflower, Desert Blend, and Lemon Cream Honey. And then there's the Ina Ace, so Ina and Thornydale. And they are getting Orange Blossom, Desert Blend, and Wildflower. And then there is the Thornydale Ace Hardware. So this one's different. This is up by where the Northwest Veterans Clinic is. And they're getting Mesquite, Wildflower, Orange Blossom, Desert Blend, and Cream Cinnamon. Yeah. And then Grant Road Ace Hardware, they're getting the Desert Blend and Mesquite. Okay. And Bear Canyon Ace they just put their order in yesterday, and they did it just in time where I was working, so we're able to get it out quick. They're getting Desert Blend, Wildflower, Mesquite, Orange Blossom, and Cat Claw. So we're going to be doing those today. And the store's closed. It'll be open again tomorrow. So everybody, I hope your day is good. If it's not, I hope it does get better. Chin up. If it's not, it all depends on you. But I'm with you. I'm sending out all my most positive energy and my love that I can for everyone. That your day is good. And tomorrow too. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.